Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I'm back to another video and welcome to Really Young Asha. Now today I'm going to be doing a very requested video. I have done these before, but for newer viewers you wouldn't have seen them, so this is my coming out story and I'm just going to get straight into it because I don't want this video to go on for too long. Now all my life I've always known I was gay, like there was never really a point in my life where I thought to myself that I wasn't. It definitely got obviously suppressed when I was in school and bullying and things, but you know, when I was a kid I always had these different feelings and stuff, and obviously then I didn't really understand it as much. Now that I'm older and I understand things, I know that those feelings then was because I was gay. And I was always a very flamboyant child, I was always very feminine, I was very kind of like, oh my god! I remember when I was like 7 years old, I remember every Thursday we used to come home from school and have like karaoke nights and like we'd all dress up as the Spice Girls and I was always like, I'm Sporty Spice and like blah blah blah. The first person I told that I was gay was my sister, and I was actually only 11 years old, and I remember because we were in France and I just went to my sister saying I want to talk to you. I just told her that I was gay and obviously she was fine with it, and then I told my mum actually a few months later. And I know some people probably think, oh, you know, it's so young to say and stuff, but you know, I knew what I was back then. I never questioned it, because it does annoy me when people say things like, you know, you're too young, but I'm thinking to myself, you're not me, so you don't know how I feel. So then it was fine. However, that's when I started to go to high school. I don't know if anyone else has this, but because I have quite a camp voice, when my voice was breaking in puberty and stuff, it went to like a really odd sounding kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, my voice was sounded really even gayer than what it does now when it was breaking. Obviously my mannerisms started kicking in a bit more when I was obviously going through puberty, so naturally that was when obviously bullying started, and you know, I was name calling, you know, I don't need to go on it, you know what people go through, you know, I was pushed downstairs, all the horrible stuff. But that was obviously when the horrible stage of my life started and I started suppressing who I was. You know, I did everything I could to not stand out. I did everything I could to like minimalise my voice, like volume. Any actions I used to like, you know, stop doing. I did actually get a few girlfriends. I went out with several girls, which I never understood really, because I was obviously gay, so I don't know why I managed to get girlfriends, because I've seen videos of me in school and I just think, what a queer. Like, I'm so gay. I'm so gay. Not that I need to tell you that. So school for me was horrible, and obviously it was some of the, like, it was the worst time of my life, you know, obviously being bullied all the time. I hated who I was. Every single day was like a charade. I used to just act this, not very well, but act this straight persona, and I forced myself to go out with girls, so I thought to myself, you know, just maybe if I stick at it, I might just be straight, you know, I can just, you know, do this and I have a family and be normal and I wouldn't have to go through this. So as time went on, obviously, I discovered YouTube and I started watching videos on YouTube, you know, just of other people. Like back then I was watching like early Chris Crocker videos, Love B. Scott. Just seeing these people who were so confident with who they were really helped me and stuff. So when I turned about 16, I just literally reached that point in my life and I was just like, I can't do this anymore, I just cannot do this anymore. So me and my girlfriend at the time did finish. Obviously, it wasn't reasons that we thought, it just wasn't working out, but I think in the back of our minds it kind of, that was the reason why we broke up, because I was gay. But we always stayed really close friends. She was like my best friend after that. We were so close still. Then it kind of went almost a bit shit again. I was over at Daniel's house and I was with the girl who I used to date. We're just gonna call her Sam, just because I don't want to use a real name. I was just talking to her, blah blah blah, and she was like, Roland. I was like, what? And she goes, are you gay? And she just said it and I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden, I froze and I was just a bit like, shit. Like I actually just said it, like I actually did it. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? And I was just like, yes. Like, I was like, as yes. And I just kept saying yes. I was like, yes, I am. I'm gay. The feeling I got inside, just saying it to someone, just saying it, like, it felt like an orgasm, but not like an orgasm in the sense of like, oh, like, pleasure, but after suppressing it for so long, and just to know that I was accepted by her after so many years of bullying and, you know, all that kind of stuff was such an exhilarating feeling. It was so lovely. And I was on a big buzz for like a few days, and I was so excited, you know, I thought, you know, I've got it out to one person, you know, I'm gonna start maybe trying to do it to other people. So obviously in the next few weeks I was thinking to myself, when do you think I should come out to other people, blah blah blah. And one of my friends, Maxine, came over to me. She goes, Roland, can I have a word with you? And I was like, yeah. So Maxine came over to me and she goes, Roland, are you gay? And I was like, yeah, what? Like, I was a bit confused. I was like, why are you asking me this as well? Like, what made you suddenly ask this? And she goes, Sam told me the other day. And I was just like, she did what? Like, she actually did what? And then my other friend, Tim, came over to me and he said that Sam told him as well. I was just like, Like, what? Because, you know, it's not that I didn't mind these people knowing, because obviously I had to come out to them eventually, but I wasn't comfortable with it yet, you know, I was just, you know, coming to terms with it properly myself, you know, I just told her, and then to suddenly find out that all these other people suddenly know, it made me feel really uncomfortable, like, I wasn't ready for all these people to know yet. It does not matter, and I can't stress this enough to anyone, it does not matter how you feel. If the other person's not ready for other people to know, then they're not ready. I wasn't ready at this point for all these other people to suddenly know. I went up to her and I was like, right, that's it. You're out of my life. I don't give a shit about you anymore, you know. I told you this one thing. I asked you not to tell anyone, you know, it's for me to do, not for you. So I cut her out of my life. And she started using it against me. She was like, I'll tell this person, I'll tell this person. I've never felt so betrayed in my life. I was so angry. But obviously, as time goes on, you know, I felt better. I got more comfortable. And as you can see, I'm the person that I am now. And I told all my other friends, and all my friends were so accepting. I didn't have any horrible things happen, obviously except for her. There were a couple of people who were a bit funny about it, but you know, they're out of my life now anyway. And so with some of the family things, obviously round about that time, I told my auntie Annette, who's pretty much like my mother now anyway, so I told her and obviously she was fine with it. But I did get her to tell my brother for me, because I felt a bit weird, so, like, not that I thought he was going to reject me or anything, but I just felt really weird doing it, so I got my auntie to tell him for me, but obviously he was fine with it as well. But the one person that I really did struggle with was actually my granddad. I was really unsure how he'd react to it because he's so old-fashioned, and obviously when he was a kid it was illegal. The thing is, I came out to him in an argument, but it wasn't an argument with him, it was with his brother. His brother came over and he was in the living room, and I never really got on with him anyway, but I wanted to come and just say hi, just because obviously I didn't want to seem like I was being rude. So I came and I was like, hi, you alright, blah blah blah. And I was like, I can't really say because I'm on the phone to someone. And he was like, oh, was that your girlfriend, is it? And I was like, no. And then he said to me, oh, is it a boy, is it? And I was like, yeah. And then he took me by surprise because he goes, you're not one of them, are you? I suddenly froze inside because I was thinking to myself, shit, like, I'm not gonna lie about who I am, but my granddad's there and I haven't come out to him yet. And I was like, well, actually, I am one of them. And I felt so proud about doing that because the fact that he was like, you one of them, that's offensive, bitch. Like, coming from you, fuck off. He was like, you're disgusting, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself, you're bad for this family, all this kind of stuff. And I erupted. I was just like, who the fuck are you to come into my house, tell me to do this, don't give a fucking shit about what you think, I'm gonna live my life, I'm gay, I'm proud, now get over it. And I literally used those words, I was like, and what? But obviously, my granddad was there, so I literally came out to my granddad with an argument with someone else. We never spoke about it afterwards, and about 3 months ago, my granddad randomly said to me, Roland, you know, I'm very open-minded enough to accept your lifestyle. I was just like, what? Like, where did that come from? The one thing that I've learned the most about this entire experience, as soon as you accept who you are, is the moment you will start living. When I thought I was comfortable with being gay back when I started coming out, I'm nothing like that now. I realised that, you know, even then I was insecure. I can't even put into words how much you will change when you start to be yourself. A tip that I really could give someone is, you know, if you can't say it to anyone else, just say it to yourself. Just go to a mirror and just say to yourself, I am gay. Admitting it to yourself was what I found as well, just the hardest thing, because I suppressed it for so long. The moment I accepted it is the moment I started living. And stay strong, you know, there's so much love out here for you anyway if you are struggling with who you are, and never think that you're alone because you're not. Yeah, so that's my coming out story. I'm gay! But anyway, I think I'm gonna go because this video's gone on for so long. Obviously, thanks for all your support. Obviously, share this video around if you want to. Like, comment, subscribe. Ungasha!